it's no secret that animals can relieve stress. Gosh, just petting them sometimes feels like therapy, doesn't it? Well, there's one organization that's partnering with horses, providing therapies from emotional to physical. Here's Landon Wexler with the story.
Cowboys and horses are part of the DFW DNA. But here at Equest, a Texas horse park, horses are for much more than just riding. They're actually used to enhance the lives of folks who could use them. Here, I'll show you.
Instead of going to the clinic and sitting on a big rubber ball, we come to Equest and we utilize the symmetrical three-dimensional movement of the horse to facilitate the therapy plans.
Therapy plans for every kind of person. Emotional therapy.
We can actually read the horses and be like, okay, Thorin here is not so interested in this person. What's going on inside of them? Let's work on that.
Also physical therapy. Many of Equest programs are geared toward those with disabilities.
Pretend you sit in a wheelchair most of the time.
Lock on.
But every Tuesday at 3 o'clock you get to come to Equest, and they put you on a 1,200-pound horse, and you get to tell that 1,200-pound horse where to go and what to do and how to do it. And your brothers and sisters get to sit and watch you do it, and, you know, pretty daggum cool, right?
Those like 17-year-old Patrick. His time on the horse doubles as his time at the gym.
A physical therapist once told me that 30 minutes on the horse for some of these kids is like 2,000 little mini sit-ups. So that doesn't happen if you're sitting in a chair. That happens when you're on the back of a horse and you have to correct your balance every time the horse moves and every time the horse takes a step. And so you're getting that exercise and that benefit while you're riding a horse, which is, you know, cool in itself.
I had Patrick up there. You might have seen him in standing, or you might have seen him in between a 2-point with his hands down on Thorin, with his bottom off of the saddle. These are different positions just to engage the core, strengthen the legs, put some pressure through the hands, mostly for strengthening and endurance for Patrick's body.
All of which giving clients an ego boost, and not only for those with disabilities.
A lot of it is empowering, a lot of it is self-confidence, a lot of it is socialization, and then there's all the physical things that go with it. You come to Equest and you start working with the horses, and you know, one of your self-confidence things is, hey, I can pick the foot of a 1,200-pound horse.
So like it's hey.
Braylon is part of Equest's and Dallas Police Department's PAL program, connecting officers with kids in their communities. He's leveled up his horsemanship in his time coming to Equest. He even taught me how he was taught to groom Susie the horse.
This, and you go around in circles with it.
Okay. Circular motion is key here, huh?
Oh yes.
We got Susie too. Am I doing it?
Yeah. I'm like the top.
Can't forget the top. That's where the saddle goes, huh? We did it.
Oh, we do both sides.
You're telling me to get to work, guys. Both sides.
Oh, go to the front.
Around the front. It's important. So now we're brushing the mane, huh?
Oh, yes.
All right, Susie. You got this. This is like brushing my little sister's hair, man. Okay. Let's get it, buddy.
And since we were getting ready for Braylon's ride, it was time to saddle Susie up.
Is that the one or need one arm?
Oh, that's the one.
Nice. Oh, be sure to go around the front here, of course. You taught me that. Okay. You put it through the top buckle there.
Oh, yes.
Did we just saddle a horse?
Oh, yes.
We just saddled a horse.
Participants like Braylon learn the ins and outs of taking care of a horse, a therapy in itself.
That teaches kids and adults horsemanship skills, how to ride, how to work with them, how to groom them, how to get them ready, how to put them away, all the things that go into riding and teaching responsibility.
While also serving as clients' daily exercise.
There are other folks who come here and just moving their arm and doing that motion and getting that range in to the count of 10. I mean, I'd rather brush a horse than lift weights or, go to the gym and do those things.
And as of now at eQuest, veterans and their families have free access to programs.
eQuest provides services for veterans and their families right now at no charge because we're able to fund that program through donations and grants.
Here they're partnering with horses to enhance the lives of kids, veterans, and adults alike. For more information on that and other programs they've got going on here at eQuest, you can visit our website, cw33.com.